It is about 5:16 a.m. That is way later than I like. Normally I'm out of here around like 4 a.m. I'm lifting by like 4:45 at the latest. So we're a little behind. And the reason for that is breakfast this morning was meant to be some overnight oats that I popped into the fridge. But they ended up I hated the flavor. I took a shot on it was like some sort of lemon bar, lemon tart, something or other. And I love lemon bars. All right, I love them. It didn't turn out well. Also, hopefully the background noise isn't too bad in this video because I forgot to start defrosting the car, and I didn't realize that it was below freezing. So that's that's my bad. That is egg on my face. But arms today, and I'm pretty amped for today because we have our extra large health potion. All right, so let me do like a funny thumbnail, or maybe no, I can do a man drinks health potion, extra large health potion at 3 a.m. I don't know, but we got our we got the lumberjack outfit on today, and biggest part of why I'm excited is so this shirt that I'm wearing. It's a very cool retro style. Like the design is retro. It's not actually retro. But when I bought this shirt, I bought it from this Anytime Fitness I used to go to, and it's a large. It's just a large t-shirt. Dude, last time I put this on, it was way too tight. Like this, I'm not saying like it was just like a little snug. I mean like it was like form-fitting. You could see every roll. It was gross. I've never worn this shirt like outside of trying it on. And dude, it fits great. It fits really darn good. So that's awesome. That is I don't know. When you've been like losing weight for a while, you kind of I guess grow numb to the actual like physical changes, just because you're kind of looking at yourself every day. So it's very easy to miss like what has actually changed. So for me, like having these clothes definitely is a stark reminder. So that's pretty cool. Shirt fits great, and I'm really excited because it's like it's a very comfortable, or a comfortably fitting gym shirt in that like I don't know why I turned this off. It fits very good around like the shoulders and the chest and everything, but then it's a little tight on the arms, so it makes your arms look really big, which, you know what, let me retract that statement. It doesn't make my arms look big. It accentuates my already big arms. That's an entire fire truck. Good God. So it'll be really cool to, I'm not going to do any pose down or anything, but this is the closest we'll get to where, like I have a lot of arm revealed, and it is an arm day, so we'll be able to have a pretty good look on everything. Well, I guess not more like me, because no pose down, no recording in the gym today. We'll be very busy, so anyways, before I continue rambling, let me consume this health potion. All right, let me get my stats up real quick. Extra large buffs, so we got, of course, the health benefits. We get health regen. We also get a 30% attack buff. So this should really help. This should really help with the lift today. So instead of letting you guys watch me do this, or at least, record it and then edit it out, I'm just gonna start the recording back up after I chug it, because this is actually a lot of fluid. It'll take me a minute to drink it all, so I'll be back in a bit. All right, Let me get. Hopefully, I don't have any potion on my face. Pre-workout is consumed. I am feeling nice and full, super hydrated, and I mean, pre-workout is already kind of kicking in with the beta-alanine at least. I think there's some sort of like transdermal effect or something because it makes my lips all tingly. So either that or I'm highly allergic and I just never really cared to look into it, but who knows. But yeah, man, we got arms today, and I don't know how I want to do it. I don't know what like style I want to go for. So what I mean by that is, do I want to do all of triceps, knock it out, and then do all of biceps, or do I want to do a back and forth? And I definitely prefer to do all of triceps then all of biceps. It just I like the momentum of like, okay, like we've started up with triceps and you know you just kind of go full force with it. But I think this selection is kind of dependent on what your like current goals are. So obviously for me, I'm cutting. So I'm not going for any like progressive overload here. I'm just, you know, getting a pump. Excuse me. Getting a pump, stimulating the muscle, and that's it. You know, there is no, we're not building anything right now. And of course, that's not to say that if I was eating at a surplus, that I wouldn't be building muscle by doing like a back and forth style. But really what I mean is, if I'm trying to put on, or if I'm like in the process of putting on muscle, okay, I'm eating at a surplus and I'm training hard, it just makes more sense for me to go in and knock out all of triceps and then knock out all of biceps, because I've got enough energy in my system to kind of accommodate that, I guess, longer form muscle training, as opposed to when I'm cutting weight, I really only have so much energy. So if I do all of triceps first, then by the time I get around to doing biceps, I'm already pretty burnt out. I've already gone through a lot of the energy that I've got stored in me. So I feel like my bicep training is going to suffer because I'm already pretty systemically fatigued. So I'm not going to be able to stimulate the biceps to the degree that I would have hoped to. So I don't know. That's kind of how I look at it. I'm sure like the actual, I guess, differences between training styles for my current situation are pretty negligible. But that's where you kind of got to take in the like mental factor to it. Like if that's if that's what I believe, like if that's my mind is kind of lined in the direction that I've been talking about, then if I choose to go against that grain, then I think, you know, placebo effect is going to kick in and my training is going to suffer because I believe it's going to suffer, you know? I'm starting to sound kind of spiritual right now. So I don't know. I definitely prefer the, you know, triceps than biceps. Just makes more sense to me. But we will do a back and forth, because just going for stimulation, going for a good pump, and that's it. And then fear not, once we're done cutting, once we have those abs, then we can start the real training. It's like when you're playing Monster Hunter and you play through the entire campaign. Once you beat the campaign, that's when the game starts. That's when you actually get to start the grind. Right now we're still in Tutorialville, so we're pretty close. I mean, this is the closest I've ever been, obviously. Yesterday we weighed in at about, you know, a strong 186.4. So that's technically a new low, because I think Last 186, it was like 186.6. So doing pretty good, pretty darn good. Now, I almost want to do like a DEXA scan or something. The gym that I go to, this 24-hour one, they have one of them. And of course, like, this isn't going to be the most accurate method of like measuring your body fat percentage, especially because like when you have loose skin, it's kind of harder to factor in. It just kind of throws off the machine from like what I understand. But I kind of want to like have a rough idea of where my body fat percentage is, because I know when I was about like 240, had like a doctor's office visit and everything. They give you a pretty like ballpark guesstimate of your body fat percentage. Now, in no way is it like super accurate, but it's definitely more accurate than me eyeballing it or typing my information into like a Google something or other. And they said that I was at about a 36% body fat percentage. 36% when I was at 240. So, I mean, we are almost 60 pounds lower than that. So I'm inclined to believe that we're probably hovering around 24. Maybe. I know I'm under 28. I'm fairly confident that I am under 28% body fat. I would be like pretty shocked if I wasn't. So, I don't know. It would be kind of cool to know. It won't benefit me in any way to actually know what the percentage is. It's not like that's going to change my diet or how I do anything, but it is just a curiosity thing. But in terms of the actual goal of like getting down to when I have abs, there is a reason for that. I mean, obviously, it's really cool, to have abs. I think any guy in the world, if you ask them, hey, like, do you want to have abs? I think everybody's going to say yes. Or 99%. There's going to be that outlier, but everybody wants to have abs. But for my case specifically, aside from the vanity and the ego of having abs, it's about, being at that starting line. I want to compete. I like that. That would be so cool. I really want to do all that. I'd like to be able to say like, hey, like, I've done this. I don't know. But to be able to like justify, I guess, starting to put on weight, like actually starting to bulk, for me to get to that point, is this light going to change for me? Okay. Nope, it is going to work against me here. But to be able to justify starting to put on weight, I need to be like, I need to not have excess body fat. And in my like definition, excess body fat means, having that flub. So I've still got a little bit of fat like on my stomach and on my love handles. A majority of it is just loose skin now, but like when you feel around in that like stretchy skin, you will feel like the fat deposits in there. For any of you bigger guys, I think you know what I'm talking about. I think you know what you're looking for here. So like that's still there. It's not all loose skin quite yet. So I've got to cut all that down. I've still got a decent amount of fat like on my sides. My midsection is pretty clear up. There's still like a little bit left, but we're definitely we're starting to see the like outline of the upper abdominal, serratus and everything. So once we get to that point where we can really see like a definite outline, or at the very least, all that like loose skin is not full of anything, it's just straight up loose skin, elastic, whatever, that's when we can start putting on some weight, kind of filling out all that loose area. So I don't know, we'll see. Like I said, I really don't think I have that much left. Hoping not to have to drop down below like 175. I'd like to stop at 175. I really don't want to dip anywhere below like 170. So I'm hopeful that these goalposts are kind of like more realistic than the ones I've done in the past. So we'll see. We will see. But we're about to roll up to the gym here in a minute. The streets are much busier than normal, which, I guess leaving the house almost an hour later than normal would do that. So I'm gonna relax, get some music going, have a pretty badass lift, and when you guys see me again, I'll be unrecognizable. So yeah, till then, see you guys in a minute. All right, I screwed up a little bit. So I finished up. Lift was great. We'll get to that in a minute.